Hello, and thank you so much for coming back to watch my video. If you're new to the channel, a very warm welcome to you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your continued support. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to marinate, steam, and then fry chicken to perfection. The ultimate Ghana style fried chicken. So do stick with me if you want to know how I make mine. Thank you. I've already got my chicken cut and prepped, so let's just dive right in. And first, I'm adding some white vinegar. This is a key step in cleaning your chicken because it's going to help remove any unpleasant odors or any foul smell from the chicken. You know that foul smell that comes along with the chicken? This will help remove it. And when I'm done, I'll just give it a good toss to ensure the vinegar penetrates very well. The next thing to add is some lemon juice. So I'll just add some lemon juice to the chicken. Afterwards, I'll take each piece of the chicken and rub some of the juice all over. And this will help remove any excess skin as I go. This step not only cleans the chicken, it also enhances its freshness. So this will sit for about 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes I'll add 3 liters of water to the chicken and I'll let this soak for an extra 10 minutes. This is a key step in removing any foul smell from the chicken. Now it's time to deep clean. I'll take the chicken piece by piece and then rinse it under running water, and I'll scrub again with some lemon juice. This also helps remove any excess skin or leftover skin or tiny hairs, ensuring that it's completely clean. The thing I dislike is eating chicken that still has that raw unpleasant smell. It's such a turn off. That's why I take my time with this process, and you can see how much lemon juice I used to ensure that it's fresh and odor free. Then I'll clean the bowl and sink thoroughly before rinsing the chicken 3 more times under running water. Just because I didn't want the video to be too boring, I showed you the most important part. So for the rest, I'll just do it off camera. Yeah, all ingredients I'm using today will be listed in the description box, so feel free to check them out. Now the chicken is spotless, so I'll just set it aside and I'll move on to preparing the marinade. So into a blender, I'll add some ginger, onion, green chillies, some rosemary, garlic, scallions, and star aniseed, and then I'll blend everything until smooth. We'll create a flavorful marinade. And here's a tip: marinating your chicken a day before makes all the difference. It allows the flavors to soak in, giving you the most tender and then delicious chicken. Just in case you don't have time, you can let it sit for 4 to 5 hours maximum, and then you're good. The marinade is blended. I'll pour some over the chicken and I'll add 2 tablespoons each of my favorite seasoning. You can use whatever seasoning that works best for you. Now when in seasoning, I say whatever so just use it. Use what works best for you. I'm not limiting you. And one thing I added was lots of pepper. Pepper is a must for me when marinating my chicken. Still here, I hope you're enjoying the video. Please do not forget to like, share, and then subscribe. And also follow me on all socials at Upclose with Abena. I'm very much active. So I'll mix everything thoroughly to make sure the marinade coats every piece of the chicken. And I'll cover with a cling film and I'll leave this to marinate overnight. It's about 6:30 p.m. now. Fast forward to the next morning around 4:40 a.m. I preheated my pot and then I started adding the chicken in batches. Poured it straight into it, but yeah. So when I'm done, I'll rinse the marinade bowl with just little amount of water. And I'm not adding any extra seasoning because the flavors were already perfect. Also, I'm not adding any water to the pot because I want the chicken to release its natural juices. And I'll cook this on medium heat. After 20 minutes, I checked on it and tasted for salt, and everything was perfect. Since I'm using soft chicken, I don't need to cook it too much. Yeah, so I tasted for salt and then the pepper content if it was okay, and I'll allow this to cook for extra 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes I checked on it again. And you can see I used the tip of my finger to check if the chicken was very soft or not. It was also to ensure if the chicken is fully cooked or not. So once it's done, I'll just set aside and I'll clean out the pot and preheat it for frying. I'll then add some oil and then I'll wait for it to get hot before frying the chicken in batches. Yeah. If you prefer, you can just add a piece of rosemary or some sliced onion just to bring out the flavors in the oil. But since I'm using sunflower oil, I don't need it. Also, this depends on the type of oil you will use in frying your chicken. And as you can see, I'm frying the first batch on medium heat for about 25 minutes. When you take your time to fry, the results are always amazing. So you need to keep turning the chicken after every 5 minutes because you don't want to burn each side. Just look at that golden color. Kono keke. Please share the video to others and also follow us on all socials at Upclose with Abena. If you're still watching, I truly appreciate all your love and then support. So the first batch is ready. I'll just remove and set it aside. So one thing I forgot to say is just in case you feel the 25 minutes is too much and then you have like a deep fryer, you can just fry at 170 degrees. And it will also come to perfection. I have a recipe on that as well on my channel. So as you can see, I'm frying the second batch. The second and third batches took about 15 minutes each since the oil was already hot, making them fry faster. Now just look at this. Perfectly fried chicken, crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. Absolutely mouth-watering. In all, I would say the secret to perfectly fried and delicious chicken lies in the preparation. How you thoroughly clean, marinate, cook, and then fry it. Plated the chicken in a foil bowl, but as you can see, I added a tissue just to absorb excess oil. Just look at the outcome. It looks incredible, and I'm sure I'm not the only one seeing that. If you ever tried this recipe, please leave your feedback in the comments or at Upclose with Abena on all socials. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for taking time to watch till the very end. Truly appreciate your love and support, and I want you to know that I don't take them for granted. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a blissful week. Bye.